In your columns in the Telegraph, and indeed to some extent in the updated version of the book, you've often said that Chancellor George Osborne would need a plan B.
Yes. I think the government has really been taken in by its own publicity from the start, believing that it would be possible to have quite a tough contraction, fiscal contraction, without there being real strain on the economy. Now, what we've seen is that the economy has turned out to be a lot weaker than the government expected. I think it does need a plan to get over all that. Now, this needn't necessarily be a complete turning over of the fiscal consolidation plan. It means other measures it's got to think of. Now, at the time of the budget, we had the so-called plan for growth, which turned out to be a damp squib, really. It was just a list of desiderata, which I think gets you nowhere. The area I think the government's got to concentrate on is trying to encourage private sector companies to spend, because many of them, the big ones, are sitting on lots of cash. Now, some things you could do, you could be thinking about 100% first year capital allowances. You could, certain infrastructure projects giving the go-ahead for. Now, I know the Telegraph has made a strong stand against the change to the planning laws, and that may be right, but I happen to think that within all that, there are aspects of this which are very friendly to economic growth, allowing the permission-free conversion of commercial property to residential properties. I think a very good move. But that's where I would be looking, rather than thinking, right, we've got to now throw out the austerity plan, which I don't think would be a very good idea, frankly. Wouldn't be good politically, but also it wouldn't be good economically, because the financial markets would think, what's going on here? And Britain would then risk losing one of the advantages it's got, which is that it can borrow at very low rates of interest.
So, looking ahead to the end of November, when the Chancellor presents his autumn statement, do you expect to see some significant, or you hope to see some significant boosts for the economy?
Well, I think there will be. Clearly, there will be measures. They've said that they're going to announce a second stage of the plan for growth. My fear is, again, it's going to be pretty weak. They haven't left themselves for much time, quite frankly. You can't come up with a convincing plan for growth in a matter of a few weeks. I think this is the position that they're in. But there are other things they can do too to boost the confidence of business. The Chancellor's talked about changes to employment law. I think we've got to see those enacted, and they've got to be pretty bold and far-reaching to try to boost the confidence of entrepreneurs.